Anyone, just be here from the card coming back to new Simpsons review. And if you already see the last one, go and check it out. And this is another good episode. So the episode starts with Principal Skinner eating some lunch when the superintendent comes in yelling at Skinner, and he's all scared, and obviously he's not here to be mad at Skinner because he's just here to tell him that he got a new car. And he yells at him again, and he's telling him that he just gets scared too much. And he shows him his Honda that he got. Yeah, he says it's a Honda, but the H is gone off of the Honda. And he wants... He's wondering of who's going to be able to tell that it's a Honda now. So they try to steal a H off of the car of one of the bullies, which they get caught. Homer, of course, watching Ned, or I guess watching Oppo to make sure he doesn't catch him, because he takes one of the things off of the self-service thing, and pretty much gets caught in the act because he puts different things on a donut as toppings, but they're not. So these police obviously throwing these things, are getting this crook and putting this machine in this telephone auto kind of thing, which the chief of police tells Homer, or Homer wonders what it is, and basically the chief of police tells him that the crook that was using it to do these kind of scam things, doing these kind of scams, are trying to mess with people with it, and the only way out is either prison or suicide, he says, to get away out of that, or out of prison. He pretty much gets the idea, which Principal Skinner is obviously is not happy. Of course, not happy with all of the students, because any one of them could have taken the H, and he says that the superintendent is pretty much crying like a little girl, and everybody's laughing, and he thinks that is kind of funny, which he's going to look at every single locker, starting with Bart. So they pretty much look, and he gets eggs thrown at him, and he checked every single locker, and it up to Nelson, which, there's nothing in there, but when he bangs the real stuff, and the H off of the superintendent's car is sewed, and pretty much he's saying who's laughing now, and getting much put in punishment with William, and everybody's getting their stuff back, and Nelson pretty much are having to apologize, and Lisa's wondering why he's so mean and stuff, and of course he's laughing, of course. And Marge is wondering if that whole auto phone thing is illegal and if he'll get arrested or anything. Which, he pretty much does a call with Mr. Burns and wonders if he'll be happy for $1, but he's like, he'll just keep the $1. And Marge pretty much talking to Homer of how if this is a good idea and how it could be driving the neighbors insane. And of course, Lisa in class, and she notices Nelson with his punishment with William, which, he pretty much spraying William, and they start laughing, and her teacher is wondering if something's funny, which, she's saying that, just looking outside, and of course, everybody's saying that she likes Nelson. And then going back and forth with different people. And she's having detention. Having to do what Bart does. And Nelson actually giving her some advice. But she decides that she'll do it the regular way. And then she actually goes with Nelson's advice. And actually gets it done faster. And she never would have thought something as clever to come from Nelson. which she actually starts staring, and she actually starts developing a crush on Nelson. So she tells Milhouse about it, and when he hears about how she loves Nelson, he of course just spits out his milk, and how could you like somebody like Nelson? And she wants him to give Nelson a piece of the paper that Lisa wrote. And of course Nelson reads it. He sees Milhouse, and yeah, Milhouse pretty much gets beaten and end up in the hospital. And Lisa tells Nelson that it was from her, and Nelson is wondering why anybody would have liked her. Which she says if he would like to come over to their house, or to her house. So Homer comes home, and yeah, gets this mail and gets $2. Lisa trying to sew Nelson Snowball going into the baby crib, or baby carriage, and Bart freaking out because of Nelson, which Bart is wondering if Lisa's gone nuts. And of course Bart wants this to stay between them, and she thinks that Nelson may be liking her back. And the professor pretty much playing chess with this robot hand and getting a call and hearing Homer's voice in the fax machine, or the fax phone, and pretty much trying to get the thing back to the lab, and Homer stopping him, breaking the legs off. And Nelson invites Lisa to his house, which, yeah, he gets the key, and he actually plays guitar, and Lisa wants him to play a song for her, which he starts singing about decapitating teachers' heads and stuff, which he says that he's just gonna go and lay down and he'll see her later. And she doesn't know how she's gonna get home, and he said that she sort of thought of that before she came, she came, and Lisa wondering if Nelson ain't right for her, and Marge talking to Lisa about how when she first got did Homer, he was all mean and stuff, but now he's a changed man, and Lisa wonders if she can change Nelson. Which, yeah, she puts him into some new clothes, and they go out where we saw Marge and Homer make out on, and they're having a picnic and looking at the stars, and they actually kiss, which Lisa says how this is her first kiss, and Nelson actually starting to appreciate it. And yeah, Lisa actually does say some good and Nelson. Which, yeah, then the bullies come. Jumbo and his gang come saying Nelson and making fun of him. And of course, Lisa telling them to back off because Nelson is all nice inside. And Nelson pretty much trying to get them to back off and to stay out of this and to handle it. And that they can make fun of him all he wants. Which they're gonna go and pretty much throw all this stuff at Principal Skinner's house. But Nelson obviously actually does not go and stays with Lisa because he knows she wouldn't have liked it. Which Ned wakes up with the phone pretty much scamming him, and then his wife telling him that just unplug the phone or he's going to be sleeping somewhere else. And Homer's like telling them to shut up because people are trying to go to sleep. And Principal Skinner sleeping and waking up, thinking that they're being attacked. And no. Well, yeah, they're technically being attacked. And having stuff being thrown. And yeah, Nelson does come. And saying that let's don't fight again and start pelting and sticking their butts up Principal Skinner. And Principal Skinner's mom is just wondering what's going on. So she looks out the window and screams. Which, yeah, the police come and Nelson's asking for refuge. Which Homer tells him that Lisa's the next one, and tells Ned to shut up again because they're trying to sleep. Which the way Nelson puts it, the police are after him for no reason because Principal Skinner got onto him. Which, yeah, they pretty much go somewhere safe. The police got what it seems down right where they want it. They showed it, but it turns out it's just the phone thing. And yeah, Homer gets what he deserves. And the cops start to leave, and Nelson thanks Lisa. And of course, Principal Skinner they're laughing at Principal Skinner cleaning all of the stuff off his house. And after Nelson mentions what he left in the bird cage, or in the bird's nest, that's when Lisa figures out that he lied to her. Because he told her that he didn't go, but he actually did go. And yeah, Lisa then comes to think that maybe this isn't right, and starts to leave Nelson. And she's walking and comes to Milhouse. And Milhouse is wondering about the whole thing with Nelson, and she's like, they don't like each other anymore. And she's like, it could be anybody. Yeah, it could be anybody, really. That they could be next. And Milhouse obviously jumping and celebrating, because again, Milhouse is hoping that Lisa would like him now. Which she does. She did say that she does love Nelson, but not exactly that kind of loving, you could say. But yeah, that'll conclude this episode. Hit the like button, subscribe if you need to. Respond to questions, turn on so much anything new, and let me know what you all think. Catch you on the next one.